is up, YouTube? Welcome to my channel. I am Mr. Make Life Happen, and I hope you guys are having a super blessed day because life is so good. So today I want to talk about divine vision, divine vision. But before I actually go into the video, I want you guys to be thankful for yourselves. You came this far. So right now, take a moment and tell yourself how proud you are of yourself for coming this far in life. It's not easy being on this journey, but once you discover that the power is within you, it will help you to cushion those blows of life. But in the meantime, say thank you for yourself. Give yourself thanks for all the accomplishments you've made, all of those failures that you have overcame. So be thankful for all the situations that you were put in, but also be thankful for the determination that you have within you to get yourself out of that. So right now, just take 1 second to tell yourself and to give yourself thanks for the milestones that you have overcame, the mountains that you have climbed. Give yourself thanks right now. We are spiritual beings and we're having a human experience. So you are God or the creator in a human form. So your human imagination is your power within you that helps you to get everything that you desire. So the secret to getting everything that you desire is having faith in your divine vision. So you need to hold on to that faith of your heavenly vision. So you need to assume that you have what you desire. And it is completely up to you which of those desires you're going to externalize in your outer world. So we are told in the book of Isaiah, I create good and I create evil. I, the Lord, create all things. So it is your choice whether you're going to dwell on those bad things that you don't desire, or it is your choice to dwell on the good things which you do desire. And whichever you desire, whichever you dwell in, whichever state you dwell in, that's the one you're going to externalize in your outer world. But it is completely up to you. In order to see changes in your current life right now and change those situations, you have to know what you want. You have to know what you truly desire. So ask yourself, what is it that I want right now? What is it that I desire? What is it that I'm trying to change? So you're going to hold on to that vision in your mind's eye and persist in that assumption. So you have the power of the universe within you. The power of the universe is within you. But you're not going to discover this power until you experiment and then experience it for yourself. So this has to be a personal discovery. And once your divine vision externalized in your outer world, you will know that God and I are one. You will know that you and the Father are one. You will know that you and the Creator are one. You're not separate. You're not a separate being from the Creator. You are the Creator. God is your awareness of being. God is your I amness. So the word or the scripture is going to fulfill itself to be true in every single man. Every single person will find out that the word is true. So you came here to overcome the world. You came here to overcome the world of flesh, overcome the world of limitations. But you're going to do it in spirit. And you do it in spirit because the world does not take place on the outside. It takes place on the inside. So it all takes place in your mind. It takes place in your imagination. So when I say that everyone is you pushed out, that's what it means. That all your thoughts, your inner conversations, the way that you feel, the way that you believe the world to be, is going to be projected on the outside the way that you see it in your inside, in your mind. So remember, again, where the mind goes, the feet soon will follow. So if you have a desire for something and it is not in your life right now, maybe you have the complete opposite, then you have to switch and flip the script and tell yourself that you can have those things. Or better yet, tell yourself that you already have those things. And allow yourself to receive those things. Allow yourself to be open and understand that you do deserve those things. But you have to remember that it all starts with the mind. And if you first control your mind, then you can control the outer world. So us in the human form, we often confuse this power of God and this knowledge to come from the outer world. We think it's coming from the outside, but it's not. It's actually coming from within you. So you can prove the outer world with science, but you can't prove to someone that the kingdom of heaven is within you until you have entered it. You can't prove that God exists or what God is until you have actually experienced God. There's no way that you can prove that Jesus Christ is within you. There's no way that you can prove that He is the power and the wisdom of God until you have personally experienced it. So whenever you dwell on a specific desire and it materializes and it externalizes in your outer world, you will know that you and God are one. You will know that there is no separation. You will know who you truly are, and you will know that the kingdom of heaven is within you. But you just have to hold on to that faith. Keep that divine vision. Keep faithful to that vision. Persist in that assumption. And the word, the scripture, is going to prove itself to you that your I amness or your awareness of being is God. Whenever you say I am, you're calling God's name. So you're calling the name of the Creator. So you can add whatever you want to after I am and then stay faithful to that vision. So you can say I am secure, I am happy, I am blissfully married, I am healthy, I am grateful to be gainfully employed, I am grateful for my peace, I am grateful for my freedom. Whatever it is, hold on to that vision and persist in that assumption. So you have to persist in that assumption even in times of trouble. So if you want security, then you need to feel secure. How would you feel if you were secure in your world right now? If you wanted freedom, how would you feel if you had the freedom that you desire? So you have to hold on to that feeling and persist in that assumption, even if the outer senses deny. So if you want freedom and the outer world is showing you the opposite, the lack of freedom, and you feel restricted and confined, then you need to persist in that assumption. Persist in that assumption until you break the chains of mental slavery. So your mind is holding you back, but you have to persist in that assumption and break through those chains of limitations. You can achieve it if you actually persist in that assumption. The same way that you persist in that assumption of, well, something bad's going to happen, and then you keep on dwelling and persist in that assumption. It takes the same amount of energy to persist in that assumption. So take the energy and place it somewhere positive. Place it somewhere where you do want, when you do have that freedom, when you do have that peace of mind, when you do have that wealth, when you have your specific person, your home, your car that you desire. Dwell on the feeling on having those things and allow it to come to you. You're going to be led across a bridge of incidents. You're going to meet this person. You're going to meet this person. This opportunity is going to come your way. If you persist in that assumption, that's all that you're asked to do is persist in that assumption and hold faith to your divine vision. If you want to know what your purpose is to discover that the kingdom of heaven is within you. So your purpose is to find out that the kingdom of heaven is within you. And once you do discover this, all things shall be added unto you. Now, this doesn't mean that you're going to manifest all these fancy things in the world just to keep up with other people. Now, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with having a nice house, reliable cars, comfortable clothes, the love of your life. I'm not saying none of that. You can have all those things. What I'm saying is keep yourself free from the love of money, because that type of power means nothing. The true power is in your human imagination. Your outer world is animated by the thoughts within you. So everyone is you pushed out. So you may be persuaded and convinced by the outer world, but it is happening in your human imagination. You may be limited. You may be confined by your senses. But when you have a vision and you hold on to that vision, you're going to discover freedom. You're going to discover that those limitations and those restrictions, they were all you. You were allowing yourself to be restricted. So if you hold on to a vision, a divine vision, and you keep that faith and persist in that assumption, you're going to discover freedom. You will be free. You will be able to change your world as you desire, and you're going to discover that the kingdom of heaven is within you. Everybody's going to have this experience, and there's not one person in life that's going to fail. So this life is a mystery, but you're going to discover your purpose. So take your dreams. your desires, and imagine that you have already received them. You don't have to worry about how it's going to get to you, when it's going to come to you, or even if other people approve of it. You don't have to worry about none of those things because your soul already knows the way. Your spirit is going to lead you in the right direction. So all you do is believe in yourself and you persist in that assumption. Persist in that assumption of your divine vision. And before you know it, you're going to forget that you're pretending. You're going to walk straight into that new house. You're going to bump into that specific person. You're going to have your financial freedom. But it is completely up to you to imagine those lovely things. I can tell you 1,000 times that imagination creates reality. But if you're not applying this law in your life, your world is never going to change. You're going to keep blaming the outer circumstances. You're going to blame this person. You're going to blame this person. So if it is you that desires a change in your life right now, pick something specific, hold it in your mind's eye, and persist in that assumption. And I promise you that your world is going to change. You're going to discover freedom. You're going to discover that the kingdom of heaven is within you. But it is completely up to you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for my next video, a simple manifesting technique. A simple manifesting technique. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell icon, go out there and use your gifts and make life happen. Peace.